Do it.
Fab Studios presents Figure Action. That one's me.
We command you!
Go.
Watch, like, subscribe, tell all your friends that the Figure Action Podcast is on now.
Well,
They should make that an action figure.
they should. If only there was a way to buy those in a store or an online.
I think he would look better if he was like had a hood over his head and was vaguely, familiar to very sensitive U.S. history.
or he could look like Captain Crunch.
True Cobra Commander. See, that's right.
See, no effort randomness is giving you some rep in there. Not gonna lie. Some of the jokes do hit, though.
Some of them.
No, on other occasions, the jokes are more like,
Move this man!
Yeah.
How does Cobra Commander drink?
through my
Same way
throat.
Nando does.
You know what?
I was going to do a reviews, but my nemesis, T-Man 978, just cut me off. I was going to do a review of the Silver Samurai, but unfortunately T-Man had his whole review up and had 50 reviews before I got past the intro.
So I'm thinking about now is that
Commander.
the robot chicken sketch where they take Cobra Commander to Wendy's. I would like a strawberry shake.
By the way, I absolutely love this thing.
What's the inside look like on there?
It's actually pretty.
Well, no, well,
That's spittle. That's a nice. That's a fair amount of spittle in there. It
Why not?
fogs up. This thing fogs up like a mother.
meant to say, is there like any interior detailing like there is on some of the Black Series helmets?
Nope.
Yeah, I was. Oh, well.
That's decent padding though.
Oh, yeah.
That's comfortable. That's
It's
comfortable.
more padded than my resume.
Well, speaking of padding, let's not continue to pad out this episode. It's Thursday night. You're here watching us live on YouTube. We are Figure Action. We are a collector's podcast, and we have the whole crew with us tonight. Before we get into it, make sure, if you aren't already, hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell, kielbasa slam that like button because it really helps us out. We're trying and hoping to get to 1,000 subscribers in 2021. Check out our Teespring store, the Fap Shop, where you can get all kinds of cool merchandise. We have probably some of the lowest priced shirts in the podcasting.
I mean, at this point, if you just need something to put on your body,
yeah,
you can't go wrong with a Figure Action t-shirt. They're cheap.
Or
We're
a mask.
practically giving them away.
And speaking of giving away, I will be giving away a Figure Action hoodie next week. So be sure to leave a hashtag FapShop on this video. Hashtag FapShop. And next week we will do a wheel.
In the
Is that in our
Washington.
live chat, or do they have to come back?
They're going to have to come back and leave a comment on
Okay,
this
so
video.
in the post-show chat comment board, hashtag FapShop.
And I believe we also have, let's see, 4 giveaways from our good friend Nate's Toys and Collectibles. And Joe, don't you also have another giveaway?
I still do, yes. We need to figure out when we're doing that one.
Well, we're lined up with giveaways, so it's
The
Ooh.
yes, still got this guy.
Oh, I got to join that one.
We'll figure it out, or we could do another spontaneous, live thing. It doesn't matter. However you guys want to do it.
Let's see. I say if we get up to 30 live viewers in this episode, how about we do a a spontaneous live giveaway.
Let's do it.
So, Winston needs him. Winston, I am surprised that you don't have that one.
Winston, you got to tell your friends to log on, get us up, get people watching right now. Get the family out. Make it a family event.
So
we're not family friendly, but they got to learn sometime.
As Deluxe says, likes, shares, and Care Bears.
But he oddly doesn't collect Care Bears, so I don't know.
No, he does not. I'm shocked by that.
You have his address?
I do have his address, actually. What, are you going to send him something? If anybody wants to send Deluxe a Care, well, I can't give you. I can't give
anybody that wants Deluxe's address. Just hit him up.
It's like one of those things that's like, my intentions are good, but that's kind of a fucked up thing to start off the episode with.
Hey, Zero, everybody's at my house.
Hey, Zero, how come I got 30 Omnigonics crap outs? It's funny. Once I told Robert DiGianni from Shattered Cast, I was like, "Hey, the Omnigonics spinouts are on sale again. You should buy like a whole pallet of them and just
ship them." I can't think of anybody that would appreciate it more. I think he'd be touched by that.
No, William, you do have friends because you are our friend.
That's true. You are.
You are my friend.
Well, let's get into how everybody's doing, and if you got anything cool. And Mr. T-Man 978, you've got a song in your heart tonight. No. You look like you might have gotten a very hot ticket item.
No, he looks like he'd rather be somewhere else. That's what he looks like.
I sure did. I got Miles Morales, the Marvel Legends. Each and every one of them has a little tiny black mark if you look at the head too closely, which is fun. Oops. I also got a Red Ninja. Sony from TM Reviews sent me both of these. And then he forgot to even charge me for them. So maybe he'll get paid. Maybe he won't.
If he was subscribed and watching, he would have been reminded and he would have made money on the deal.
No. He's on Pake's channel right now.
He's got a sick name on you.
He likes to be the admin over there on Pake for Life. Pick this up. I actually like it. I don't know if I'm probably going to be on hiatus from it in a second. I got this that I've been waiting for. They reissued the Figma Pit from Icarus Uprising, and then I broke it immediately. Yay! So now I need to figure out how to send it back to Amazon Japan.
Wait, I thought you were gonna write the Good Smile.
Oh, they never replied. I wrote to them.
It's been a day.
You got to give them some time there, bud. You got to.
They are in a different.
On the website, it sounded like they would get some. Huh?
I said I think they're across the international date line, so their time zones are a little different than ours.
I don't know. It sounded like they would be back to me in 24 hours or in a day. It seemed like they were in the U.S. when I just emailed. Let's see. I probably picked up some $2. I did get some $2 bots.
Yay!
I get a plant and a tent. His name is Malcontent.
Is Dave writing for BotBots now?
Dave, I think that's Matt. The Star Wars puns earlier. I'm pretty sure that's. We found out Matt's the one been naming the BotBots.
I can neither confirm nor deny.
Crib watch. High roller is a stroller. And the rest of them are funny. And
only if he turns into a robot that looks like Snoop Dogg would I name him High Roller.
You sure I'm writing him? You sure?
And I got something huge.
Nice.
Ooh.
Nice.
Now, only if there were games for it.
Oh, there's games.
They gave me a bunch of free games from the PS Plus. Well, games I should have played already or have played already.
I think you'll like Maneater. So make sure you get that.
I just saw Days Gone is free on there.
Yeah, and on PS5 it runs at 60 frames a second.
Ooh.
Maneater. That reminds me. I should tell my ex to stop emailing me.
Should have been did that.
Yeah.
But that's all I got.
Now you're forgetting something. Looks like you got a bitching haircut.
Oh yeah, that too. But they didn't shave down the little bit of fuzz right here. It's like a flourish.
Well, then 0 out of 10.
Extra 0 out of 10.
Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with zeros. Nothing wrong with stonks. And I think Mr. Joe Crab can tell us and contest to that. Joe, looks like you got a bunch of boxes.
He's going to have a hell of an unboxing.
Yeah.
Live right now.
Are you packing, or is that Kevin's basement?
I'm trying my best to channel my inner Kevin and just. I'm not going to go anywhere. I'm just going to put everything in boxes and just store it. I'm going to see how high I can stack them. Maybe I'll make a fort. I don't know. Yeah, I started packing up, and I had a good dear friend come over and help me box stuff up and teach me how to properly box up my unboxable figures in a way that they won't get all damaged, hopefully. But the problem I have now is, though, that this is taking up so much space here. I don't know where I'm going to put them. And right now, the only choice I really have is out in the garage. And I don't know if the cold.
Nah, I wouldn't do that.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Can you put them in the kids' playroom downstairs? Surely you can whittle out a corner of the playroom.
No matter where I put them in the house, it's like going to be unshowable because it'll just be a bunch of boxes.
I tell you, I worry more about the cold than I do the heat. I hate.
Really, I was the other way around. I thought that the heat and the humidity would be the problem.
Well, I mean, like if you keep stuff in a packaging, you're kind of shielding yourself from humidity. But I feel like cold, like extreme cold, has caused like glued parts to come undone more than any heat has. Because like,
I was thinking the decals would be the only thing, and I was thinking, okay, so if I have to put repro labels on something, what I wouldn't be. That's not a big deal. But yeah, I wasn't thinking about plastic bits that are glued together coming apart.
More like if they like Make Toys, they have like glue. Make Toys and Fans Hobby like to glue stuff into die cast, and I've had both of my Jazz and the what was the Nemesis Prime that they have, the RID version of Nemesis Prime. Like I had pieces just like come right off because they got delivered in the dead of winter. And back when I used to go to an office building and would come home to my stuff sitting out on the porch, I'd have to let it come up to temperature before messing with it.
Okay.
It's like buying a necklace.
So, yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with all this stuff. Can't really put it in storage because then it'll be the same problem. Maybe I'll just put like one box in every room, and when people look at the house, they'll just be like, "Why are these boxes?"
You can just throw like a doily over it and make it an end table.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea.
There are climate-controlled storage units you can get.
Or I could probably just lay them out in this room on the floor and just put like a bed sheet over it and a comforter.
Yep, make it seem like it's just a really low ceiling.
Yeah,
get a pool table cover and act like you're somebody.
Yeah.
I said, I mean, jokes, no joke. I mean, remember, I got myself one of those pack rats, and just loaded that up, and then shipped that when I was in, Johnson County, when I was in Clayton, and then when I moved up here, I had this container waiting for me up here, basically. I mean, yeah, I was paying storage fees and all, and transport fees and all, but
yeah, and ultimately that's what we'll do when we go south. But in between getting this boxed up and selling this house and then doing that's going to be several months. So I have to store these for months, and it's either going to be in the very cold or it's going to start, and then it's going to get warm. It's going to be humid. So I think I don't know.
See, I didn't know you weren't going to store the boxes, because now I'm thinking like maybe you should have just left the stuff. It would have looked better on display, like as a set up room, than it would be just a pile of fucking boxes in the middle of the room.
Well, I don't want random people walking in here and like having access to touch my stuff.
Wait, you're not like moving in like a week's time period? Like,
no, it's going to be like I mean, we're gonna put it on the market in like a month or so from now, like at best.
Man, maybe what I did was a little abnormal.
It sounds like you kind of did it all real quick.
Yeah, remember, I moved and sold in like less than 6 weeks.
Yeah,
well, I think you did a lot of it out of necessity, Dave. Like
you did, and yeah, mine's not out of necessity. Mine's like, let's do this, but it's gonna take our time.
And you know what, Joe? I see something we've forgotten that really pisses me off. Over your right shoulder, I see your wife's Mrs. Potts that didn't go with the rest of her stuff. And God damn it, how did we miss that?
The best part is Mrs. Potts is on display next to Terminator.
That's where I would put her.
Yeah, so
they're a good team.
That might be a permanent part of my collection.
Is that the NECA? Is that the NECA Mrs. Potts with the human skull and bladed weapon?
Yep.
What is Mrs. Potts?
Mrs. Potts was the character in Beauty and the Beast who said, I cannot self-terminate. You have to lower me and yourself.
you know the name of every last Care Bear and My Little Pony, but you don't know who Mrs. Potts is. Come on, man.
And Chip cried when he had to lower Mrs. Potts into the molten lava.
But she'll be back. Don't worry.
Yeah, this also
what happened to poor Chip is when he became a human, it turned out he had a gouge in his skull and his brain was actually exposed.
Yeah, this actually doubles as a good,
Bong?
Yeah.
Is Alicia watching? I hope she's not watching.
She's not watching. She don't give a shit about me. But anyway, I got a thing. So I don't know if you all remember this saga because it's been so long. And how long has it been, Rose? It's been 84 years.
Oh, good.
Approximately 84 years ago, I ordered this guy. And so it went to Los Angeles and then instantly to New Jersey where it spent a month, and then it went to somewhere in Maryland where it also spent a month, and then now it's here. God
damn, that head sculpt looks so good.
It's everything is so good about it. It's amazing. And these missiles are like they're like a Russian doll. So the missile like collapses or like stacks on this missile, and these things come out of the inside of the missile. And then all of that tucks into this and then forms a whole silo over it. So yeah, this is I mean, I don't regret having all three, I guess, but if this had come out first, I wouldn't have got the jungle version because this has it all.
I am a
Jonathan Walker says that looks amazing. I agree. How much more does it weigh than the other two?
Honestly, it feels roughly the same. I can't tell you for sure because we've already boxed up the other two. If anything, a little bit heavier when everything's armored up because you have this big, huge thing on his back.
God, that looks so glorious.
Yeah, but it's not so much weight that it, when you work the ab crunch, he doesn't just flop over or he doesn't tip backwards or anything like that. It's very manageable.
Okay, that versus the jet that you got.
This. Just because it has like all the extra awesomeness that goes with it.
How well it's. I've got the other one, but I'm still looking you've got them in this dynamic pose, and he is not moving.
Yeah, it's very solid. It's like if you got the other one, so it's
you're the one who coerced me into buying.
Well, now I can coerce you into buying this one.
Yeah, you are.
And there's something about the finish too on this one that is, so much better than the other jungle version.
I am.
I need to put them side by side, but like I said, I already boxed that one up. So
just send them to me.
Maybe I'll stop on the way to Florida and I'll drop them off.
It is on the way.
It is. Yes, I will drive. I'll drive right past your house, Dave. So, but yeah, that's. I haven't really. Oh, wait a minute. I also think this came in the same day, and I forgot that I ordered this, and I actually thought that Amazon canceled the order, the teamamazon.com, and they didn't. Apparently they shipped it, and so here it is. So I finally got this set that everyone got like last month. I've got it now.
Not like you were going to open it or anything.
Yeah, I got it just in time to box it up. I'll be honest with you. Like, I don't have time for this, but I needed to make time to fiddle with this for a little bit. Probably tomorrow, it's going to go back in the box and then get in one of those.
Just so you know, Joe, from personal experience, when you're boxing and then stuff comes in and it's going straight into the box and straight into the box and straight into the box. Oh God!
Yeah.
But that makes for a glorious day down the road, doesn't it?
It will, and this should be the last thing I have coming in, though. I don't think I've.
Future.
I do have Mezco orders, but like the way Mezco is, like honestly, I think what is it, the Keaton Batman and the Christopher Reeve Superman. I believe I've got both of those pre-ordered. Were we even able to pre-order the Christopher Reeve Superman? Yeah, we were, right?
It beats the shit out of me.
I don't know. I used to keep a list. I was well organized, and I'm not anymore. So maybe one day they ship them, and some person who lives here is going to get a toy, and they're going to be like, "Oh wow, this is great."
Thank you, Peg, for life.
But that's it for me.
There we go. We got promotion from Pig, and
is he coming on here?
I don't know.
Send him a link.
We could send him the link. Have him pop in impromptu.
I mean, he is all set up. He does have his makeup on and everything from his live stream.
Yeah. Well, speaking of having makeup on, Dave.
Oh. I was wondering which way
you look like you're going. You look like you are totes ready.
No, the beard just it isn't makeup. The beard actually came back. This is 28 days of grooming right here.
It's not makeup. That's a deep fake.
If that was on the poster for 28 days later.
Well, but no, it's been a good week. It's been a good week, actually. If you've been following my Instagram, you know I'm working on yet another diorama with my little one. So
yeah, what's that behind you? Do you got like a chunk of a board cube or something behind you?
Oh no, that's
yeah, that thing.
Actually, no, that's what's it? Toy World display stands.
Oh,
kind of like you have your you have those that Gundam knockoff stuff. I've had these for a while. No, I'm working on a Temple Ruins actually with styrofoam. So that's actually turning out to be kind of interesting. And again, if you've seen my Instagram, you've seen the progression pics. Acquisitions this week been a little on the light side, but some cool stuff. I did get second Mandalorian, which I got going for trade for somebody. I do have a Moff Gideon because, goddamn, I couldn't say no.
No, you could not.
I'm looking. I'm just still trying to get some loyalist troopers though.
Can you put a Los Polos Hermanos smock on him?
If you want to send me one.
I mean, I'm sure somebody has to, like, what's that, Rebel Customs? Do they make one?
Possibly. I don't know. Then I got Blur.
Lucky.
I was looking for Jazz and found Blur instead. I was like, okay, hold on, that's Blur. Mine. And then I've been trying to avoid, but I kind of want to. I still spoke it through Evil Bay, and it was kind of one of those times where I was like, "What the hell? Why not?" And I got me a Mafex John Wick Chapter 2. I scored this guy for $50 shipped. Yes, the box is a little dinged up, but that's more than acceptable.
Is the dog articulated?
No, the dog's static.
I got a static dog too.
But as long as it isn't the dog from the first one, so that way it doesn't have any bullet holes in it. It was that. And I was on Target yesterday, and of course,
I thought you said you didn't get much.
I got the Cobra Commander helmet today, and no big deal. I was at Target. Kiara just said, "Hey, Dad, this looks kind of cool," so I found one of these. So.
What?
Nothing else really big important. So
now you need one more.
So I have joined the Viper Club.
It was just there.
Actually, no. I was joking aside. I was actually prowling. I was going through Target. I was going to the toy aisle, and was doing a pass. Did another pass. Kind of looking behind stuff, and the guy walks up and says, are you looking for something? And I'm like, yeah, but there's no chance in hell you have it. And he's like, well, what is it? I said, do you have a Cobra Viper? He looks at me, kind of sighs, and goes, I got one in the back. And I got one left. I looked at Kara. I'm like, you are my good luck charm. So now I just have to haul her with me to Target every time.
Yeah.
Sportimus wants to know where you got the helmet.
Helmet I got from GameStop. I took my copy of Cyberpunk and I traded that in for less than Jack because F them. But between that, my $5 coupon, I got it for about $99 in tax. So it is not a $120 helmet. It's a $99 helmet.
Jose Cortez says, my targets suck. I don't see any Transformers. If I do, it takes forever for them to restock new items.
Yeah, that's the case.
Transformers, like, yeah, all I've been seeing was Buzzworthy Bumblebee.
Me too.
And
that stupid, I don't know, the Constructicon, the orange one. I see him everywhere. The big one, the leader class.
You mean the red one?
The Studio Series.
I did see a Kingdom Optimus Prime, and so if you did pass on the last Optimus Prime, yes, the paint on the Kingdom one is nicer, but I'm just not buying that again.
And hey, let me tell you, you are officially asked to be back on, so we will do another episode.
I want to know. No, come on now. I want to know if
he's got the link. Go ahead, browbeat him on. I sent him the link.
We need to know. Tell us if you ordered that Model S plaid. I know you got the money for it.
Sportimus says, I need 2 Vipers. Someone please help. Sportimus is a good dude, so someone can hook him up with a Viper.
That's your guy, like Dave.
Engage the fat army.
Don't be a jerk. These guys are working for a living. Don't be a Chad. Don't be a Karen. Just be nice, respectful.
Yeah.
I need to address something real quick. Are we calling them the FAP Army? Is that the thing? Because
I think so.
That needs to go to committee. I don't know about
Fap
that.
Nation.
FAP Nation is
FAP Army. That's what I'll say.
The Fappery.
That has merit. I like that.
Well, the fappening already happened.
Yeah, but we could cash in on that too.
On the topic of fapping, Matt, how the hell are you?
Fap Nation.
I'm catching the reflection of my laptop in my glasses, so I kind of have a Gendo Akari thing going on here, and I kind of like it. I feel like maybe abusing my son and putting him in the mech. That is the body of the soul of my dead wife.
By the way, I feel sorry for any hardcore Ava fans because the new movie, the final movie, got pushed indefinitely.
You know, it's been so long. I've seen how many? Was there 3 out so far? I don't even fucking remember. I've watched them as they come out, and they take so long, I forget they exist. So they'll warrant a rewatch one day. I love Evangelion. It's just you have to be open to the abuse. And
you have to like cicadas.
And well, that's anime in general, right?
And you have to know how to wash your hand.
That was only the one movie.
That right, and that was just a moment of weakness. I mean, she was just laying there. It happens to everybody in a hospital, so don't worry about it. Let's see. I'm good. I'm off tomorrow, so that's even better.
Yay!
Let's go over what I got. So I did manage to pick up this she-bitch, which is the Dark Ray, who I guess after coming up soon, if Disney Plus has anything to say about it, she's not going to be canon anymore. Don't know. We'll see about that. I will tell you, though, this figure I canceled from Amazon because I wasn't that excited about it because she is very much a traffic cone because this is all hard. Well, not hard, but very rigid plastic at the bottom. She's actually a lot of fun. I took a bunch of pictures with her. She's worth the money. If you like the character, she really doesn't have a character. If you like the design, she's worth the money.
Does it have hinging nutcracker action?
It does.
Oh, cool.
Let's do that. So now she's there. You go. You can't do that, Sportimus. In fact, I say negative to you, sir. You have negative 5,000 points.
Not to interrupt, but Joe, we have hit over 30 viewers, so we will.
So should I start loading all of the names that are in the chat?
Start loading.
I think that's a good idea. Let's
I agree.
For life.
Secondly, I finally have the Black Arachnia. This is helping ExtraZero with the assist on this one.
You're welcome.
I haven't found her in the store. I've never seen her in the store, but in fact, she's the only deluxe I haven't seen yet. I saw Cheetor the other day and promptly passed on it. She's really cool. I got nothing more to say that you can't already see in T-Man's review. So check that out if you want to.
It's funny. It's like Warpath is the one that I see the least.
Oh, I didn't see Warpath. You're right. I haven't seen him yet.
Do you want him?
I haven't seen any deluxes.
I want him, but I don't want to spend money on him. So maybe if you find him, let me know, and I'll see what my mood is like.
He's very good.
God. So the last thing I've got a couple things in transit, but the last thing I've been excited about. Iron Factory released their whole slate of releases coming up, and one of them was this guy. So this is the Maximus Ambus.
God damn, that's amazing.
This is their take on the IDW Maximus Ambus armor. So when the Ultra Magnus armor was, I can't remember if it was destroyed or upgraded or whatever, but this is the replacement armor that Minimus Ambus took on. This thing is awesome. So Iron Factory released their slate. I saw this guy and immediately said, I don't need him. I think that looks dumb. I watched one video review and pre-ordered it immediately. It's really good. Really, really good. This guy's a lot of fun. Iron Factory is not generally my favorite Legends figures, but this guy, he's got so much playability. He's fully armed to the teeth with a bunch of weapons, and he's sturdy like Iron Factory figures generally are. So he's good stuff. He's overpriced. If you think Legends figures are overpriced, this guy's not going to change your mind. But he's worth it.
He looks.
Did you transform it? Did you transform it?
Yep. Yeah, it's not bad.
He looks to be close to the size of the original leader class in your hand there.
I don't. Let me see. Hold on. Let me get Black Arachnia standing in an 8 pose, and you can get a rough estimate as to his size.
Yeah, that Combiner Wars leader class is way taller than that.
Yeah, he's probably.
He's about Siege Optimus size. If I had to,
like I said, I would love to. If I saw that next to an Astrobot, I'd probably be buying it on the spot, just because.
You can see it in here, and you can visualize an Astrobot like right here.
Well, I'm looking at that hand, and that looks like an Astrobot hand.
It kind of, yeah, it's a lot. So the fingers don't splay out quite as far as Astrobot fingers do, but it's still, besides being tight as fuck, which I had to loosen a bunch of these fingers, but yeah, there's a surprising, here, let me take his boombox out. There's a surprising amount of range of motion. So even the arm can go out to the side and then go even further because the pylon curves and can go straight out. So the pylon can go out to the side. It can bend forward for missile batteries. He's got an ab crunch. He's got even more of an ab crunch if you fake it by moving the flap. He can crunch forward even further. And he's got teapot.
Pray for Dave and T's wallets.
And his legs are full forward ratchet.
Okay, I see at least 2 things I may be picking up at TFCon now.
And he's got good ankle pivot. So he's good stuff. And for anybody that doesn't know, Minimus Ambus is inside this guy. He can be taken out and played with, but right now he's buried deep inside, deep inside. So there's my what is it, minute and a half review. He's awesome. Go get him. Double jointed elbows, obviously you can see that.
Could you imagine some?
Wait a minute. I forgot another piece. So he also has front. Let me see if I can show you. He's also got front butterfly. And if you unpeg the back, you can cheat a backwards butterfly too, but it's a little cheaty, but you can still do it. But this whole section here is not needed for transformation, but the whole thing rotates forward. So
you made Pake want it, and he quit the Legends game.
Cake, it's really good, man. This is good for a one-off toy. And I'll tell you, during the show, I'll take Minimus out and just have him on the screen and show you him. He's tiny, but he's got a lot of maneuverability and
what's the lady say?
He's got a lot of articulation. So there you go. That's me. That's mine. We got everybody else, Jordan. I know you feel left out. How are you this week?
I am doing pretty good. This week went by pretty quick for me.
Shut up, Peg.
Please don't talk directly to me. And
I rescind my offer. Stay off the show. Come on, man.
TFCon could happen because, well, October's a while away, and people get vaccinated.
And we have hope.
Yeah, if we have hope, we could have a TFCon. I hope we do. I
think it'll happen. I think it'll happen.
But yeah, Astrid, I'm doing well. It has been, it's funny. Until today, I was going to be like a small haul week. I got one of my pre-orders from a while back showed up. The Transformers Generations hubcap. It's fine. I love this mold. But I think it's kind of funny. Outside of Cliffjumper and Bumblebee, it's like Bug Bite and Hubcap are kind of redundant. And I'm glad to have him. He's a neat little, background Autobot character. He does have a big head. I'm at least glad that he has a unique head sculpt, because they could have just taken the Bumblebee Cliffjumper head sculpt and been like, hey, here you go. They could have just made him yellow Cliffjumper. I'm glad they didn't. And I wish they did a different weapon than this. I wish he didn't come with the bazooka. I wish he just kind of came with like the Bumblebee standard Autobot handgun. Call it a day. I also got a Kingdom Cyclonus. I think he is my favorite of all of the Kingdom figures. This transformation is just simply amazing. Yeah, it is magical. The fact that this is a mainline toy blows me away. Outside of Ab Crunch, he's got all the articulation you could want. If you see this one, buy it on site. I really can't say enough good about this figure. How it gets from point A to point B is just incredible. And it's still blowing me away that we're seeing figures actually increase in quality after years of seeing like diminishing returns. So definitely don't sleep on this guy. And then lastly, I wanted to Target today, not looking for toys, but getting stuff for my dogs. And I happened across some cool finds. First off, I found Quill. He has spoken. This is a feature I don't think anybody asked for. The hat helmet. This is pod racing thing comes off, and yeah, I don't think anybody asked for this. It's cool. You can do it. When I was first messing with him, I was like, because I didn't watch any reviews on him. I was like, oh, like it looks like the goggles are a separate piece. Did they lower? No, the whole hat comes off. And it's surprising. But this figure all around, he's very good. I'm glad to have him. And I'm looking forward to putting him up on my shelf after this next to IG-11. Next up, the figure I was looking forward to the most, and it really doesn't disappoint outside of the cape. Like the cape is just, hey, it pegs on. It's Moff Gideon, and he is pretty damn good. He has a lot of the articulation that a new G.I. Joe figure has, like especially with the neck, with the waist. He doesn't have drop-down hips, but this is a damn good figure. This is probably one of the best Black Series figures I've messed with. I really like how they have they just captured the glossy armor. I really like how the Darksaber looks. He has a little pistol. The paint apps are very crisp. On my figure, there were two in the store. I got the one with the better paint, and this definitely, it's not focusing. This definitely captures the likeness of Giancarlo Esposito. I'm very happy with this figure.
It captures his height really well too, which is short as hell.
Yeah, so I also got Grief Karga. I love this figure too. He is almost every bit as good as Moff Gideon. And I love Carl Weathers. I've been a fan of Carl Weathers since I was a kid. I love the Rocky movies. I love Predator. I love Happy Gilmore. And when he showed up in Mandalorian, it made me very happy. And it's funny because like the Grief figure is so much taller, and he's also got they also got the little bit of a pot belly on him. This is a great figure too. So these two figures definitely are awesome. They'll make you happy if you get them. Quill's good. Like I said, he's a great character. The figure
It's fine.
It's fine. Yeah. I mean, they're going to make Ugnaughts out of this. There's really nothing to write home about, but hey, you got representation of the character. Can't go wrong with either Quill or Moff Gideon. I love the fact that Gideon has the roll of the dice hand for the Darksaber holding hand, his right hand, and then he can also hold his pistol in his left hand if you so, or yeah, either hand if you so choose. Great figures. If you see them, don't hesitate, pick them up, and I'm pretty happy with what I got.
Now Black Series needs to announce a Dark Trooper.
They do, and I kind of rue that day because I'm going to want at least like 3 of them.
It will be 1 Dark Trooper per 3 cases.
Yep.
Target exclusive.
As String Games go, I don't think you missed the Gigawatt wheel. Joe, are you still tallying, folks?
Yes, I'm pretty sure I've got everybody that I know is United States. I have some questions though. So basically, if you're not in the United States, let us know in the chat. And if I've already entered you, I can delete you. Sorry, but those are the rules. Zach, I got you. So I'm assuming we're excluding Nate. Are we? Or
well, Nate
because
didn't
Nate
is
like affiliate, and Nate's doing giveaways for us too, and he probably already has one. I assume we are excluding Pake because we don't like him. And should we exclude Hero? I like you, Hero, but you won last week or the week before. So you won the last one. So should he be in? I don't know.
I think even if you won last week, you should still be in.
Okay. The all right. Council has decided. Jose Cortez.
Let's
open it. If Pick wins, he's not going to open it.
Yeah. Let's get through. We'll get through Transformers.
I want to say Jose Cortez was last time he said he was not in the United States, but I could be wrong.
Nate is he is exempting himself.
He's got 2 gigawatts. All right. So Jose, you're in.
Cobra Clan.
Cobra Clan. I need to add you.
Yep.
Yeah. So if you haven't chatted yet, if you're listening and you haven't chatted yet,
man, Cobra, how have you been?
Put something in the chat so I know. So I know you're there.
Well, we'll get through. I say let's get through our official news, and then before we go into third party, we will do the drawing. Michael Rogers is actually a Maryland resident.
Sweet.
I really hope we can get through this COVID stuff because I'd love to do the meetups again, and that was something that was really sorely missed in 2020.
Yep, big time.
So. Because the last meetup we had in 2019 was so much fun, and then it just, like everything dropped off.
Well,
but I think 2021 is looking to be a better year. And
Joe, is Andrew in there?
What's that?
Is Andrew in there?
Yes. Yeah, he's there.
Your fiance doesn't count. He's not logged in, man.
We'll have to charge money for the next meetups, though, because I have 20,000 subscribers now.
T-Man's going to pull a Optimus and be like, hey, guys, come and get my autograph. How to make a shell former look amazing 101. We've got Transformers Kingdom Inferno. So these figures recently came out in Singapore, meaning they should be in the U.S. within a month. And I love the Earthrise Inferno. I'm sorry, Earthrise Grapple. I think he's a really underrated figure, and this Inferno definitely, at least the Tone Zone who took the photos here, made this figure look
They didn't paint
infinitely
his
better.
knees. Isn't his knee supposed to have some type of paint on it?
You know, I'm not really sure. But I will tell you, this figure looks absolutely awesome.
That's probably right. I think
I'm probably going to
Grapple-
skip him, but he looks good.
I can't skip him.
Did you skip Grapple?
I need him to go with my red alert.
I got
Yeah.
Grapple.
Yeah, I think pairing him up with Red Alert is going to be pretty awesome. I wish they made a Siege water effect, because the water effect on the Masterpiece was like one of the best little accessories.
It was definitely water too. There's no question as to what it really was.
Like, what if you use that effect from Professor Xavier?
Yeah. That'd be funny if, like, on the back of the box, it was just like questionable fluid accessory.
Yeah.
Spooge.
Oddly white.
Hey, you have an invite. Come on in and school us.
Yeah. And hey,
Bring it, son.
we will talk random stuff as we go.
I mean, there's no effort to our randomness. We'll go
Yeah.
for it.
Oh my God! What do we got
Let's-
next?
And Nate
Well,
says
Let's
What
talk
about-
random stuff. What is the random object in the background of that picture?
it's Splooge.
Is it a pillowcase?
It's a giant sperm.
A giant sperm. Okay.
That's
Do you
what
think
people-
that comes with the figure? Is that factor into his
when
photography?
you say it comes with the figure?
I mean exactly what I say. And do you think in fact is he trying to tell a story with these things? This figure and this, I don't know.
And this is why we don't have a female demographic, folks.
Females know about sperm, Dave.
I think we've had one, and this is why we say it's not kid friendly, Matt. We just had this conversation over the weekend. Not
kids need to
kid-friendly.
learn about sperm, Joe.
Eventually,
Yeah.
but not from us, please.
Yeah, don't be like, hey, I watched the Figure Action podcast and I learned that sometimes this red Transformer uses his fire hose, and that's where babies come from.
All we need
Where
is some
did- where
kid
did-
to tell their
Hold on.
mom that.
Where did you find out about? How'd you learn about sperm? From fapping?
From that.
Right. And
I'm
then they'll
part of
tell
the
the parents.
foundation, Mom.
The
Fact
parents will
nation.
tell the PTA. The PTA will get angry, and then everybody will watch the show to see what
Yeah.
they're supposed to be angry about.
Which, by the way,
Oh,
yeah,
that's true.
Fap
That's a good
Nation,
way to
that's
drive
my-
viewership.
That's my vote.
That's how Howard Stern did it. So why can't we do the same?
After going to see the first Transformers movie, my son came home and asked, "What's masturbating?" Boy, I'm like, "I'll tell you a little bit later."
Next.
But
All right.
Remember the conversation we were talking about?
I'm not gonna linger on this one too long. We have some in-hand photos from the same person in Singapore who grabbed the Inferno. They also had Dinobot in hand. We looked at this one kind of in depth last week, but this kind of shows off the transformation a little bit.
Wait, Alyssa Ruane, are they no longer fiance? Or she just take his last name? I'm just noticing things in life.
It could be preemptive too.
Yeah.
Maybe. You see, Dave, when a man likes a woman,
I knew someone was going to do that. So what do you guys?
we just looked
I
at this.
like this. I like this Dinobot.
We did look at this. This is someone actually having it in hand, and goddamn, those
There's
are the
the hand.
hairiest fingers I think I've ever seen in my entire life.
I don't know if they're the hairiest, but that the amount of per hair concentration is very thick. Like he should be very proud of himself.
I don't like the dinosaur mode. It looks weird. It looks better than that, but yeah.
Nobody says, "I hate those." Whose hands are you talking about? Dinobots or the guy?
Yeah.
Both.
Both.
He's
And-
he's dainty. He's delicate.
Now, what these pictures don't show is you can tuck the hands and curl them under a little bit to make it look a little bit better. I think this straight down stuff is kind of iffy.
A little derpy.
Nate gets 1,500 figure action points for knowing who Percy Sledge is. Yeah, I don't know why that they did the raptor hands like that.
Because of the transformation, it's got to fit into a very specific spot. I've watched the video transformation of this. It's got to, the way it slides into his sides, they couldn't have it. I mean, I guess they could have it articulated, but that was the shape they had to end up in to fit. That's what she said.
What?
Does it come with the golden disc?
Yeah, this picture, like the way they have the pupil on there.
Now, the thing that does suck is that the dinosaur head doesn't rotate.
Yeah.
What?
Yep. There's no There's no neck rotation.
Trash.
But it's at least interesting, like how the transformation happens, how the whole thing like splays apart, kind of like the masterpiece. And then you get to this. I'm really curious what people on like the Radicons Customs or Grimloctimus are going to do. In terms of like actually giving this figure a more show accurate paint scheme.
I will like transform him once and then just keep him in robot mode.
Yeah, robot mode does look really good.
It could look better in hand. And then here you go. Alyssa chimed in. They're not married yet. It's October 9th. She just was preemptive with the YouTube name.
Nice. I want to know if those are Bitcoins or are they dog coins?
They're dog coins.
They're tangible, so.
Hey, crypto might not be tangible, but I'm doing pretty good right now. I'll tell you that.
Don't forget your password.
Wait, isn't that Superman's dog?
No, it's
yes, Crypto is Superman's dog.
Yeah, Crypto. Yeah, never mind, you're right. And Alyssa says, "Don't worry, our wedding isn't on a Thursday, so they will not be missing figure action."
Or change it to Thursday, and we will live stream.
Oh yes, we could do that.
I do like this picture a lot, though, comparing it to the masterpiece. I think this is pretty impressive for a Voyager, even though they didn't do like the spine detail or anything. I still like that masterpiece. I think the masterpiece is very underrated. I think there's a lot of people that kind of hate on the masterpiece.
I think the price put people off too.
Did I miss the Optimus Primal compare? Oh, there we go.
No, it's. I was like, P, did you go blind?
He's been staring at that screen, updating.
Yeah, downloading all the updates for PlayStation 5 games.
Oh, that's why you're on tonight, because you can't play it right now. Okay,
yeah, exactly.
I was playing
tomorrow he'll be sending us like pictures of all the references to other PlayStation games and Astro's Playroom, and I'll be like, T, welcome to November.
No, I started playing it. I saw the reference to what is it called? Metal Gear Solid.
Oh, there's
Solid State instead of Solid Snake.
There are
Resident Evil.
Tons of references in there. So you did the GPU. What was it? GPU Jungle.
Yeah,
I love that game. And there we go. He's got his red rocket backpack or purple rocket backpack.
that's unfortunate. That is really what bugs me. Why would they knew what that looked like? Takara knows what they're doing.
Pake wants credit for how you got your PS5.
Pig has hacker technology, so I mean, scalper technology. So he was able to get into there and get me one, and he only charged me price. Thank goodness. Thank you, Pig, for life.
Michael Rogers says, "We're talking about the best game console, the Xbox. I like all consoles equally. I like Nintendo, Xbox, and PlayStation. In my house,
never owned an Xbox ever.
It's funny. I like my PlayStation 5 a lot, but my house we have 2 Switches and 2 Xbox Series 1s, but only one PlayStation 5.
The best gaming console is the new Tesla Model S, and it only costs $120,000.
And it can play Cyberpunk.
And Witcher.
And Witcher, yeah.
Toss your ridiculously large gold coin to your Witcher.
I purposely made him go to Laurel to pick it up. I could have had him pick it up in Baltimore, but FT. Is that Fans Toys?
No,
And
FT.
Nate says, get the Resident Evil Village demo. Didn't you get that on PS4?
No, I didn't download it.
Oh.
I should download it.
Saron Games Go says, my Tiger Electronic X-Men handheld beats them all.
LCD screens never have to update.
You have to buy batteries for it.
You do have to buy that.
Possible to get batteries.
I like how this photographer has the Sounds of the Earth replica. I don't know whether this is what kind of disc that is.
It's called a record.
No, there's no way that's a vinyl. But I will give the photographer props for all of the comparisons they have here. We have the original Beast Wars Dinobot and the Masterpiece, and we also get the BotCon. I believe this was Timelines Dinobot.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that's a deluxe class figure.
Yeah, it's kind of nuts. That's what we used to get as a deluxe class figure. It says it's a vinyl. I didn't know it was vinyl. All right. Well,
trust me, after dating this one girl, I can spot vinyl like that.
Whew. Well, you know what's funny is our next official piece of news is about vinyls. Well, I guess their main material is vinyl. We're not going to dwell on this one for too long, but Super 7 in their Ultimates line are teasing Transformers. Could this be the death of the red action figures, an alternative to the red action figures? I certainly think so.
No.
Not at that price point. No.
I would say for the price of one of those figures, you'd be able to buy 3 reds.
Well,
what I'm saying, it looks horrible.
Yes, I mean, again, we're not seeing like the whole big picture here, but honestly, let's keep it real. The red figures do kind of look awful.
Well,
red figures are their own death knell. It doesn't need this to add to it.
Perhaps. I mean, at least we can see here, these are going to have, I mean, again, like this skirt piece here, this is a Starscream's Ghost. We can see there's going to be some sort of hip articulation here. And again, these things definitely aren't for me. I can't think of anybody on the panel that's going to want to get them. But I know a lot of people do like the Super 7 Ninja Turtles. So,
yeah, I'm not seeing like it's going to be single jointed elbow right there. I don't see bicep swivel. I don't see a waist. The leg articulation looks like it's going to be even more hindered than red. And if they're beyond $55,
that's like an exacerbate the frustration to it. If they're a $50 figure that does even less than a $20 figure.
Yes.
Yeah.
Does the Ultimates line? I'm not overly knowledgeable about it, but does the Ultimates line excel in like accessories, or what is it about the line that makes it Ultimate?
Well, typically they have good articulation and accessories.
So we can expect at least to have maybe accessories crammed in with this guy.
And they get Robo to say his voice really projected.
Ultimate, yeah.
It might. I don't think, because he has the 2 null ray, I don't expect it to come with a bunch of accessories.
I probably would, given like what the Thundercats and the Turtles come with. And 30 says, yeah, I love the Ultimates, TMNT, and Thundercats. I've seen like with the Turtles, they come with the weapons that were on the sprue fully painted, and then they also come with like a replica of the sprue.
Those are good. I think those are good. I don't want them, but those are all right.
Nate says buttload of accessories, additional head sculpts. I mean, I would be curious to see like what we get here.
Do we know does it have a time for a reveal, or do we know when it's coming, or anything? Any detail?
It doesn't. It was just linked to the Super 7 website. They have all their ultimates there. And again, I'm not big on like all the Super 7 figures. I think their turtle stuff looks really good.
Is that Andre the Giant?
That is Andre the Giant. That's not the best likeness, to be honest. Like their Papa figure, like I listen to Ghost here and there. Wow, what happened there? Let's get away with that. Their Papa figure for Ghost, I think that looks pretty good. Their Conan figure looks all right. There's a decent likeness to Arnold. It's not like NECA quality. Their Thundercats figures are definitely Spawn. I know people love those.
I don't know.
So I guess we'll see. We'll see what they come up with.
I'm curious where the if we click on Transformers here.
Absolute pass.
Yeah. But moving on, our last little bit of Transformers official news. Per Robot Kingdom, the HasLab Unicron will be shipping out through Robot Kingdom on February 1st of this year. So we don't know what the HasLab shipping date is. However, it could be like when we get a street date on a lot of things. February 1st could be the date that the HasLab Unicron starts shipping out. I think a lot of people, and again, like this is all typical Hasbro fashion. They could allow for individual retailers to ship out Unicron first. That would definitely be a bad look, especially since their whole slogan is where fans come first. But I would not be shocked if February 1st is the date that he starts to ship out, where they get him to the individual retailers, and then he starts to ship out through Hasbro Pulse. I'm hoping that's the case. I don't want fans to be pissed off or disenfranchised. The other thing too is if you're going through a site like Robot Kingdom or BBTS, you are definitely paying a lot more than the Kickstarter folks are. But you also didn't. If you're doing that, you weren't exactly one of the reasons why the project got funded. So I think
Can you imagine if people start getting Unicrons before some of us start getting our spawns?
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. I did. Just a quick reminder. I know, Dave, you and I went in on Spawn. Did anybody else on the panel pick up Spawn?
Nope.
So I got the regular one.
Yeah, you got So I got the classic, or the regular classic. So T, I'm guessing you get the regular classic.
Yeah.
Dave, which ones did you get?
Classic.
Classic. So I am probably going to flip mine immediately, seeing what he's going for on Evil Bay. And also, I'm more than happy with my Mortal Kombat one.
I'm gonna photograph him first, then flip him.
I have to do a review.
Yeah,
I'm scared to review Unicron. I don't even feel like it already.
You're preemptively tired of it.
The transformation can't be worse than the Studio Cell one.
I don't know. At least you have help because you can do it on the stand.
Yeah. Yeah. There's no way that the transformation's that bad with all the panels. To me, it seems like everything's gonna have a place it's got to go. It's gonna be super straightforward. For me, when I get him, he's just going to be a planet and look
That's an
good on the
expensive
shelf.
Planet.
It is an expensive planet, but the studios. So you could also be like, well, this actually, you know what? The studio sell Unicron was not an expensive robot because I went through Nate's Toys and Collectibles and I got him for less than half of what he's going for now.
And I like that transformation on Studio Cell. It's not bad if you take your time. I did time myself, 56 minutes to transform it.
Sportivus says, didn't a Hasbro rep break a Unicron while demonstrating? I did not hear about that.
If they did, that was a prototype anyway.
Yeah. All right. Well, Joe, do you have everybody loaded in?
I believe I do.
I'm going to let you.
Should we do a one spin and win, or should we do an elimination?
Let's hear from the chat. Chat, do you want a one spin, one win, or elimination?
Elimination will take too long.
I agree. Elimination would probably take too long.
I can reduce the seconds to spin to like 2 seconds.
You have too much power.
I have all the power.
And not enough responsibility.
Well,
We'll do one spin. Yeah, so Hero says one spin.
That's
He
because
was
he's
our
one
last
on the one.
That's right.
Nate
Sportivus
says
is
one
helpful.
spin.
He said tailspin. So OEA.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Well,
All right,
I
one
will-
spin it is. I would say that's
I think that's majority rules, even though it was just a few people.
I accidentally removed Joe from the stream when I tried to make him.
That was not helpful.
It was not helpful.
Magic wand, make our Joe
Well,
grow.
let me share. Wheel decide. Okay, here we go. This is a one spin, one win for
Okay,
Gigawatts.
Joe, if you're gonna be doing one spin, make it spin for like 10 seconds.
10 seconds?
10 seconds of drama.
Okay. You know what? We're going to go to 11 seconds.
Ooh.
We're living dangerously now.
All right, here we go.
All right, here we go. One spin, one win. And spin.
The pressure.
It is Jonathan Walker.
Yay!
Congratulations, Jonathan Walker.
Jonathan Walker, you have won yourself a gigawatt, but because it's a time traveling robot, you already have won it.
No,
So
it's good. Remember, it's a time traveling robot. He already sent it, but it's going to show up in 2 weeks.
Well, hopefully it's faster than my nuclear commander. Could take 2 months.
Let's give him some applause, folks.
There we go.
Yay!
Congratulations. So, Jonathan, if you're not on our Instagram or our email, shoot us a DM as you slide into our DM with your personal information, address, social security number, firstborn.
I like when a joke comes full circle.
Yeah, don't put any of that info here.
Yeah. Not
I
in
thought-
this chat.
Sometimes you'd be shocked you have to tell people that.
For a second there, I thought he was going to do it.
I've had people do that. Put the whole address in my comments. I'm like, come on.
All
Dave, are
right.
you frozen or? Oh, you're not. Okay.
Remember when this guy was small?
You fed it after midnight.
I know, I did.
It was cold that night. Sorry.
I was
just
small.
out of the pool. It's okay. We know.
All right. Well, let's move in to our third party news. So X-Transbots, boy, that's a company. Last week we looked at Virtuous, who they had shown off pictures of in helicopter mode. And now we got some official photography of Virtuous in his robot mode in cartoon, or not cartoon colors, but comic colors.
Me no like.
Yeah, I think yes, Grimlock. No one like comic colors. Unless you were trying to put together a comic display, which I don't think they're quite there yet. What's funny is, so like, look at how intently here. Let me go full on myself because this is kind of fucking funny. My dog loves cursors, and so if I were to, like, when I move the mouse around on my computer, he is like fixated on wherever the mouse is. And so like my TV has a cursor kind of like this. And he will just he will follow it. It's like RoboCop and his like tracking. So I can make him like look up, I can make him look down, I can make him look left, I'll make him look right.
If any of those lizards get in your house, you should be able to get them.
I know, right? So yeah, and we do have the lizards here. What a lot of people pointed out was that there is an Ultra Magnus here, and it's funny. X-Transbots did do an Ultra Magnus early on through their subsidiary KFC. Everybody remembers Citizen Stack. And yes, Sportimus, I can spin this like a circle. I don't want to be too cruel to Mr. Bean here. The car mode on this, I think, looks okay. I still think that the MMC one is the best looking of the bunch.
It's less accurate.
It is. But I do really like that everything stores under the stand. That is pretty cool.
My only problem with it is the color scheme. I do not like that color.
Well, we will get into that in just a minute here because it seems like they are going to be changing that. Sword stores under the car mode. They're really going out of their way to show people like, hey, like we've tried to be considerate of every little minor detail with this figure. Obviously, like we showed this off last week, one of the big deals with this is the helicopter effects piece. And yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about these human characters. They look kind of off, to be honest.
They are box worthy.
Yeah. And of course, you can also port in the blast effects as like kind of like thruster effects. And I do like the fact that he's got butterfly joints for days. So the articulation's there. You can even store the blasters underneath. And there he is next to the official hot rod.
RC's going to be really short next time.
I honestly don't think so. I think I think next to RC, it's going to look probably a little bit more natural than the Fans Toys one. I mean, Matt, you have Saltus. Isn't this about the same height as Saltus?
Hard to say. That's the NP hot rod. I'll tell you what. Let me go get it, and we'll see. Right. I'll be right back.
She should be crotch level.
In the interim, what we'll do is we'll go and we'll look at a couple of the posts that X-Transbots has put on their official Facebook. Let me go ahead and we'll get these up here.
Embiggen me real quick.
All right, let me embiggen you.
All right. Saltus. And
so that really looks to be about the same. I really think
that I got the Saltus legs a little splayed, so he's not quite straight, but
even still,
it's 2021. You don't have to be quite straight. So there you go.
So let's go back to the official XTransbots Facebook page. Here they are showing off that you can actually use that helicopter effect as a shield piece. You can use the display stand in the robot mode. It goes right into the gooch.
Gooch.
I get using it as a shield piece, but that's really redundant.
I mean,
No,
it
it's
is
like a blade. He can cut people up with his arm.
Yeah.
I thought that's the gimmick they was going for.
It's kind of a neat display option. I'm not going to lie.
You get
And
two
then,
people.
so what's that, T?
I say, and you get both people.
And you do get both the human characters. Next up, they actually are showing that they are actively changing the colors. Unfortunately, I think this is like one of those things where it's going to be like, oh, hey, we're changing the colors and we're passing the cost along to you. So they reference the actual animation colors from the actual templates for G1. God damn, what is up with those nails, man?
Whoa.
They drive me crazy.
Like, you got those are some cocaine nails, let me tell you.
I would say I could get a great scalp massage from that.
I don't know. That might hurt.
That's why I want this. I only want the scalp rubbed.
Sporter says cockpit, not clear blue, not good. I agree. I don't like the not clear.
I heard they were going to change it.
Oh, Pake is in on the stonks, Joe.
Dude, come on live with us right now and live or share your Dogecoin wallet. I want to see it.
Holy shit! I am up $134. I just looked.
You could buy an action figure with that.
I could.
I work through Coinbase and they don't support that.
I could hold my Joe, it is up to 6 cents a share right now.
No way.
Yeah.
So all right, I'll tell you when it hits the top, because when I go to buy it tomorrow, that's the top. That's when you should sell it. I'll buy it and then I will lose money.
Where are you buying it through?
You can use any stock trading app.
Okay. Well, not any. Webull does not do Dogecoin. My Fidelity broker does not do It didn't do any cryptocurrency.
I had to buy it through Robinhood, which I wasn't happy about because I have Fidelity as well. But I'm glad I bought at 2 cents a share, and I bought earlier today. I bought 1,000 shares. Actually, I bought 1,500 shares of it, and then I upped it to about 2,000 shares.
Well, you should have bought more.
I should have bought more. I could have bought more, but hey, with stonks, you got to be. It's all a bet.
Nah, YOLO. Just throw it all in there.
You know what I forgot to mention was I finished my refi this week.
Oh, good for you.
It is good for me. Or as Beetlejuice on the Howard Stern show would say, "Good for you."
Well, hopefully you're saving some money.
I'm saving a lot of money,
and then you can buy more toys.
I can buy more stonks.
It's the only practical thing to do.
Pake says I use Bittrex. So I would. I
might look into that, Pake.
I will look into that. I know.
I don't know. That sounds like a medication that you might put on your downstairs bits. Maybe.
I felt dirty, like coming clean to Joe that I bought stocks through Robinhood. I was like, look, man, I'm not gonna lie. I've had Robinhood for a long time. I've had Fidelity for a minute too for my work. But I never mixed work and play, and so today I went to move over to Fidelity, and Fidelity was getting hammered, so I had no choice but to buy through Robinhood tonight.
Well, I didn't give you too hard of a time.
No, you didn't give me too hard of a time, but you shook your head in disappointment through Facebook Messenger.
Yes, I did.
So, anyway, next up, we get a look at the X-Transbot's lock. I thought this thing would have been out by now, but this is lock in his vehicle mode.
Yeah, it's just a test shot too. They're lagging behind, I think.
Yeah.
That was an ugly color before too.
Well, Figure Action says hashtag fuck Robin Hood. Man, that's harsh, but it's true. Where's the windshield? Is Repro Labels making that?
I think it's that light blue thing. That's
I think
not transparent.
I think it's kind of funny though that like for as many things as the Studio Series one got wrong, it got everything with that vehicle mode right.
Mm-hmm.
That's the crazy thing to me. Like when I got the Studio Series and I flipped it in vehicle mode, I was like, yeah, well this is perfect. Why does he look like he's wearing Hulk hands? Still not sold on it. I'm gonna wait for a more prolific reviewer to sell me on the X-Transbot's lock, namely this guy here, or this guy here, if he gets it from the bot supplier,
Or somebody.
or somebody.
You could buy it. I could review it, and then you could decide.
I know. See, that's where Fans Toys is like stonks, because it's like Fans Toys isn't going down in cost. I'm gonna hold the line with my Fans Toys. He may not be the best, but he's serviceable.
I was shocked. MP44 hasn't dropped in price.
I don't think he ever will. There's no Toys R Us to drive the cost down anymore. Well, this is weird. Bear with me. My next link just showed up as unavailable, and it was through Dame Chalk's Twitter.
Let's say it wasn't a Doom Megalopolis City of Toys link.
It was not a Megalopolis City of Toys link. Wow. T, did you realize that Dame Chalk featured your Blur review?
He has been. I was getting pumped by that, but he has been featuring every single Transformer video I do.
Yeah.
And Facebook has done something different. My whole notification wall is nothing but his post. They used to just give me one.
For Dame Chalk.
Huh?
Zuckerberg thinks you have a thing for Dame Chalk, I guess.
They used to give me one post, and that would be everything. But now each one is broken down separately. I mean, I like that it takes me directly to the thing. That was a problem for me. Like, I'll see, like, that new Cup figure, but then when I click on it, I'm looking at New Age Bumblebee.
Dirty says, what the hell is wrong with Studio Series 86 Cup? Y'all getting wild. Well, look, it's the best. It is the best mainline Cup we've ever got, but the hands are big. The face sculpt is it's based off of like one scene from the movie. The hands are big. Yeah, and the shoulders are a little bit too low, but he is still the best mainline Cup we've ever got. It's not that we're hating on him. It's just that when you see how great Hot Rod and Scourge are, it's just like they set the bar a little bit too high, in my opinion.
I don't like Jazz more than the Cup.
I can't find the link for it, but the Mech Fans Toys Junkions is what I was trying to show off.
Didn't we have a link for that in our chat?
We might have. If you could dig that up. This one is a little bit interesting because Jazai Toys typically doesn't actually bring their creations to life. So this is actually a replacement head for Blaster. What's interesting about this is it's a transforming head. So the way Blaster's head works is it typically just flips back. This should be an animation. I'm not sure why it's not animating. but the face actually flips into a flat surface. So it seems like they're actually going to be releasing this one. I'm not
That
sure.
is awesome. Now, if only they gave him elbows and knees and hips that move forward.
Didn't
If only-
they make a Headmaster one that did all that?
No, I don't like. They should just
No, we
make.
don't talk about that.
Yeah, we need a Kingdom. We definitely need a Kingdom blaster.
Mm-hmm.
Because somehow he turned into a tape deck, even though he went back in time to the prehistoric era.
I mean,
Yes.
why wouldn't you?
Just like the Inferno is a fire truck.
Yeah. What's the best way to fight dinosaurs? Spray them down with water.
Oh, you know what? There was that episode of G1 where Inferno threw what's those thing called? The elephant.
A mammoth?
Sportimus,
Yeah,
Sportimus got it right there. Studio Series 86 blaster. And you know what? You know what they do with Studio Series 86? Whoever didn't get this guy, the Walmart exclusive Netflix Soundwave, you reissue him for Studio Series, and you get him into the hands of more collectors. Oh, and guess what? You could even charge $50 and have him come with Ravage, have him come with Laserbeak, Buzzsaw. Fuck it, $60. All the tapes.
Oh yeah, we never got Buzzsaw. So
Yeah, absolutely. Just do that. Toss him into Studio Series 86, Ravage, Laserbeak, Ratback.
Buzzsaw was a lost opportunity. They so should have packed him in with Sound Blaster.
Well, what's even more criminal is that Rumble or Frenzy, if you're one of them people, came in a Hasbro Pulse exclusive set. So
I like this name, Recyclers.
I think it's pretty cool too. So we get ourselves some Legend scale Junkions. I guess this link does not go through the all the pictures of them. There's more pictures of these guys in their motorcycle modes. Unfortunately, I can't find them because they were removed from the Dame Chalk Twitter. I'm not sure why, but they were resin prototypes.
Just look up Recyclers Dame Chalk. And you can imagine with us that they turn into a motorcycle that looks like a folded up guy with wheels.
I saw it on Instagram, actually.
I saw it on Facebook.
Figure Action says Fans Toys needs to reissue Quietus. Who didn't get him?
Matt.
Huffer is a mini rig. I know the Kingdom Huffer is looking pretty good. I gotta give a shout out to Jedi Mindset. He let T and I know that All Time Toys got Wave 2 of Kingdom in, but we didn't act in time because I was really excited about Huffer and Air Razor. So I
think we needed to be the exact same moment he told us.
I know.
We'll go back in time.
I know. Hopefully they start shipping out soon. I have them both on pre-order with Amazon. But it's like, hey, I want them now. I want to start taking pictures of them and mess around with them. Get some impressions.
No,
anyway, last up on our third-party news, it's not really so much third-party news as it's actually kind of more so the non-Transformers news. Machine Robo, they are not dead. We get our Buggy Robo. I can't remember who he was in GoBots.
Buggy Man.
So they are definitely still alive and well. This looks like it is ready to go. The scheduled release is in the first quarter of the year, so probably right before Chinese New Year. I'm so hopeful that they will give us that deluxe scale Eagle Robo. So glad to see this one alive and kicking, though. Again, it's just so strange. Sportman says, "Where is their turbo? Where's the Deluxe Leader 1?"
I would murder for a deluxe turbo.
Michael Rogers, all-time toys is in Sykesville. They used to be in Ellicott City, but check them out. It is probably one of the best toy stores on the East Coast. All right, let's get into our non-Transformers news for the evening. First up, we got a little bit of Toilers. I hope Joe Crab is still around because I know this is one he's going to want to talk about because it is a beloved franchise.
I'm here.
So we have our SH Monster Arts Godzilla versus Kong.
I don't think there's Toilers here, though.
There's a Toiler because we see right off the bat, to get the Toiler out of the way, King Kong has used one of Godzilla's spikes and some sort of bone that is as large as Godzilla.
Because Kong needs a damn crutch. It's the only way he's got a chance to win.
Yeah. I mean, this was in the trailer, but yeah, in the trailer, I couldn't tell that it was a Godzilla spike.
I couldn't either.
I mean, it makes sense why he could take the blast and all, but still.
That does make sense.
But still, freaking Kong. Ref's not looking, so you have to break out a foreign object. It's
yes,
like
Kev, I am
Triple
moving.
H versus Stone Cold Steve Austin. You think Stone Cold's got it wrapped, and Triple H comes out with a sledgehammer.
By the way, that shot in the trailer was amazing. The way that they like the blue light and it zooms in on Kong's face, and it's like incredibly high detail. That was.
I just can't believe that Godzilla is not coming with a blast effect.
Yeah, especially since these aren't that expensive. They're what $60 a piece.
They're not crazy. I think you can get both of these for like $120, $130.
Yeah.
They're not crazy expensive, but this is the same company that makes Dragon Ball stuff that refuses to give us blast effects. So there you go.
It says Mecha Godzilla. To that I say we shall see.
He is in the trailer.
Yeah,
he's there. There is rumors that the Godzilla that we see in the trailer is actually Mecha Godzilla, but with like a hologram like around it to make it look like it's Godzilla.
Fake.
So yeah, and that actually goes back. That has precedence because in the old school movie, Mecha Godzilla looked like a Godzilla, and then it was like blasted away, and you could see the robot underneath.
I disagree. The recent Monster Arts Godzillas have had no blast effects, but didn't the King of the Monsters one have it? I'm pretty sure mine did.
There was a King of the Monsters one that did come with a blast effect, and there are lots of other older Monster Arts releases that have some sort of blast effects. A lot, yeah, he's right. A lot of the recent ones have not.
I like the paint scheme on this. Now, mine, I'm fine with. But I really like the metallic blues they're using here.
Mm-hmm.
Just I'm not sure how I feel about the metallic blue on the teeth.
Yeah,
I've got them on pre-order. I pre-ordered both.
I want to pre-order this, but I don't know where to ship it.
Ship it to Matt.
Matt did offer to like relay stuff to me, so I don't know. Maybe I'll take him up on that.
Put it in a pile of loot and hold it.
Or better yet, Matt could order it for Joe.
Actually, Dave has a good point with the pile of loot, because then it's just,
okay.
Yeah, it's sitting in your pile, and then wherever you need it to go, it'll eventually go.
And yes, the $4 extra, whatever. Yeah, that's paying for storage.
Yeah.
That's not a bad idea.
That's actually what I did, and then
unless Nate's selling them and he doesn't mind just holding on to it.
T-Man has not pre-ordered.
Looks like Matt's internet died. That's why he's not here.
Oh, I thought the Darkwing Duck costume came out again.
Well, he's
that might be it.
Yeah, it probably is.
I've got the NECA King Kong. I still have to open them up, and then I saw that there's a Mezco King Kong that's only like $40 out there.
Yeah, the
So there's
Mezco.
actually a
The
lot of
Mezco King Kong is like old. It's not this King Kong.
No, it's not, but still,
Yeah,
I'm just saying that
it's
you've
still a
got a
King
lot
Kong.
of Kong options out there, which is pretty good.
I can't wait for this because this Kong actually looks like it's well articulated.
Oh, like I said, I pre-ordered.
So one of the things too that's interesting about this Kong,
Look
aside
at that! Oh my god, he's so sexy.
That's the cash money pose right there for me.
No, you know what the cash money post for me is this.
Yes,
Because he does get that silverback gorilla pose like on the nose right here.
yep. I dig it. I dig it a lot. Can't wait.
So yeah, I don't do much. The only monster arts I own is a Mecha Godzilla because it's fucking Mecha Godzilla, and I passed on.
Well, we're gonna
else.
get another
I
one.
passed on Hydra. I passed on Rodan. I passed on the 38 other Godzillas. These two, I'm like, bam, bam.
Well,
I do kind of wish I had gotten a oh god, what's his name with the buzzsaw hands? A Gigan.
Oh,
You wish I had gotten a Gigan. That guy is.
yeah.
so NECA, if you just want a Kong, that's interesting. NECA's got you covered. They are doing an illustrated version of King Kong based off of the old poster art.
Okay.
They like doing those. I mean, they'll milk a mold, to get those paints.
To me, this is interesting from certain angles, but in other angles, it looks like some children were drawing on the sidewalk and King Kong fell into it.
It still looks better than their video game paint schemes.
Some of the video game paint schemes, I think, are good.
Okay, yeah, I also forgot about the
That's another one that I don't have, and I should order it, and I'm gonna regret it later.
So Storing Games Go Set brings up a good one. The NECA illustrated poster Godzilla, that was a good one. I remember seeing that one in Target and going, this is actually pretty good looking in person. I don't think this one is as effective, though.
Yeah, pass.
All right, next up, though, we know NECA is losing the Godzilla license, and I think we're getting our first hints of where it is going. So we talked about them earlier in the episode. It looks like we are getting Super 7 Godzilla.
I am not excited unless they start branching out in the franchise, like the aforementioned Mecha Godzilla, some of the other monsters.
Well, they're doing 3.25-inch articulated figures, which I don't. It's like their reaction stuff. It's typically, I'm sorry to say, the reaction stuff is typically terrible. They sell figures for $20 that I really think could be still sold at a premium for $10.
You aren't supposed to open the reaction figures.
No, I understand that, but it's like the sculpting on them is so soft. Like I understand, like when you have intricate sculpting, like look, like some of these Black Series figures, and you have like the real face print, and then like when you're looking at Quill, and you just like see like they sculpted like some sort of shotgun shell in his backpack. I get it. I get like why these figures are $20 figures, but like when I look at the reaction figures and they're made like the old school 5 POA figures, and they're very soft, and they look like they were probably sculpted by hand, not intricately on a computer. I don't know. I don't see why any of the Super 7 reaction figures are $20.
It's not my thing. I don't collect them, but like you're not just paying for the figure, you're also paying for the card stock. I mean, they're trying to make it all.
I mean,
I'm not
vinyl.
justifying it. I'm not apologizing for it.
Yeah.
But
this is $10, and it at least has a movable head. You know. Oh, I forgot. I got the pop vinyl Optimus
But
Prime.
you're not supposed to open those.
yeah,
You got to keep them mint in box.
Awesome mint on card on a wall. on a page.
No.
Oh, look, Optimus Prime's out of his box.
No.
I was gonna open them anyway. But yeah, like this for $10. This is $10. I get it. Like you can easily make this a 5 POA figure, and it could cost the same.
I don't collect either, so
You don't collect what?
either.
Yeah, I don't normally collect pops at all, but I love me some Optimus Prime.
Nate says crush the box.
Okay. Just for you, Nate. Take
NECA
that.
never gave us a King Ghidorah. NECA never gave us a Mecha Godzilla. NECA never gave us a Destroyer. Yeah, there's a lot of things, Cerrone, that NECA could have, should have.
Or didn't have the license for.
Right, but still, I mean.
Because it is not a umbrella if you have Godzilla to do anything that has appeared in a Godzilla movie. That's why, honestly, the last Godzilla movie was so hard for them to put that together, because they had to get permission to use King Ghidorah and Rodan and Mothra.
Sportimus says
was
millions
so
of
good.
pop collectors are crying right now. I wish those pop collectors were watching, because we could use the million views. 30. I do understand vinyl manufacturing. I don't think that what Super 7's doing equates to the value that they're selling the figures for.
So what's this Godzilla, $20? Well, they don't have any pictures of it either. I
You
guess
don't
it
have
would
any
be like if you
Yeah.
wanted a small Godzilla on your desk, I guess that would be good for that. But yeah, NECA is definitely the way to go if you want affordable.
Well, it might not
Godzilla
be
figures.
affordable much longer.
They heard the sound of that box being. I hope they heard the sound of the box being dropped. Anyway, moving along, we have more NECA news, and this one, when I said I've kind of custom tailored this to Dave, I think this is probably one you're interested in, and
Yeah.
this is the NECA Ultimate Unarmored Predator.
And I've got him. I mean, that's from the Predator movie that just came out. That was like less than mediocre. He was the antagonist. The figure, and it's just a repaint. So the other figure is much more movie accurate, being all more blue skinned, and because the idea is that his skin is altered to be armor like. I will say, if you get him, you definitely want to get some NECA stands, because that boy does not stand well. But
Yeah.
he looks so good, and I do like that coloring. I could definitely have them back to back.
Can we talk about how awesome the NECA stands are for the money?
Oh, I'm talking about just little disc stands.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Like, if you just need some like basic action figure stands, like they are well worth the money.
But I mean, NECA again, like we were talking about before with that Kong. They love their repaints to get their money out of the molds, and it's kind of like that. They got the Rhino alien coming out again in
The blue one.
in the more serious alien repaint. I'm probably gonna get that because
Oh, he's big.
he's big. Oh, dude, I've got him boxed right now. Let me get the box of a regular Predator and the box of him, and I'll show you the difference. So just box wise, this is the box of a
That's good.
So this is the box of the box size of a regular Predator. This is the box of the armored assassin. So
Yeah, that's a
Nice.
pretty big difference.
he's a big
Mhm.
boy. I mean, because I love these other. So that blue skin, it looks really good, but that regular Predator skin looks really nice too. God, I gotta get this guy open sometime.
Sportimus says, y'all are brave buying these NECA toys because they break so easily.
Look, eat 'em up.
Yeah, you got to know like the protocol. And again, you shouldn't have to do it. Shouldn't have to do it. But if you know how to treat a mecha toy, a NECA toy out of the box, you'll be happy.
I will say the Rhino Alien is one of the few ones that isn't like normal NECA material.
Yeah. Nightwing and them, yes, those NECA stands do work with both Lightning Collection and Star Wars. As a matter of fact, I use those NECA stands for several of my Black Series figures. All right, moving right along. We've got more NECA, our last bit of NECA. And this is another Back to the Future figure.
They should. An official NECA heat gun would be nice.
I'm surprised they haven't come up with a solution like that. Though, honestly, one of the topics I've been kind of like saving is like, should NECA maybe up their prices by a few bucks to also up their QC? Nate says right here, I need to get a Baxter 2-pack. My Baxter was broken in the box. Nate, I'll keep an eye out. Kev, we will get to the Thunder Tank. I'm not doing all the Super 7 stuff in order. But we are getting a, oh my God, I'm disappearing, Marty. God, the likeness of Michael J. Fox here is amazing. Hey, somebody call Isaac Hayes, because I think I heard that song before. I do really want this.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
That might be one standalone figure I get just to have him in the guitar pose shelf.
The Isaac Hayes joke is a very, very obscure Family Guy joke. And this is what happens when you fap too much.
He was not prepared.
He was not at all. I wish, he might, but I wish he came with the photo of the McFly family. Hey, thank you for stopping by. When we have you on next, you're not allowed to go, guys, it's too late. You got to stick around. We're all on the East Coast. Oh, wait.
Well,
there
hey,
it is.
just some breaking news here. T says, I got to go, falling asleep at the exact same time that Pake says it's getting late. I'm crashing. What's going on there, guys?
Well,
you got something to say?
I have the PlayStation app. Let's see what T's playing.
Either that or they're having a little late night rendezvous.
Wait, was Pake
Echo,
on?
play Careless Whisper.
Careless Whisper by George Michael on Amazon.
We're gonna get
stopped. Echo, stop. That's I should tell Echo to play it in the living room because Lex is asleep up there and just like have it blast up there. Oh, God damn it. They're gonna play PS. Big PS5 was.
So he could have been honest and said, "Gotta go, guys. I gotta go pay for my PS5."
Quid pro quo. He's gonna get a chill review of something. All right. Next up in our news, and hey, like I said, I curated this for Dave. We've got more McFarlane DC Universe stuff coming out. Though,
yeah. if I didn't just get that Robin, that Redhead 2-pack, I'm gonna have to pass. Even though I love that head sculpt, I'm gonna have to pass on that Nightwing.
How about this?
Yeah, must buy.
That Gatling gun looks pretty damn good.
And I like that the glowing armor is removable, so it's not like you can still get a clean Green Lantern.
That almost looks like the same type of suit that was in the movie, the shitty movie.
Yeah,
Go back to that other. Yeah, right there. Doesn't it look like Ryan Reynolds?
Well, I said that
Green Lantern suit.
Yeah,
Nate,
it has like an extra piece over top of it, like the shoulder pauldrons and the chest piece is like a separate piece of translucent.
It is, and it is removable.
Oh, that's cool.
Nate, you know that Paik is going to be the little spoon.
and here's what T has to say when Paik came over and they're getting ready.
Wrap it up, Z. Wrap it up.
Hey, we're in pandemic times. You can't be too careful.
And that the Bizarro it cracks me. I love it, and it cracks me up because McFarlane cannot make a good vanilla Superman, and he cannot make a good vanilla Batman. But all these little alternate stuff, they look awesome.
Now,
Bizarro.
Wait.
Good.
It's not vanilla, but I was going to say, did you see I don't think it's on here, but there's also a Red Sun Superman.
Oh, I've got him on pre-order.
Yeah.
And it's exactly that. He looks great, but it's the Red Sun. The infected Superman. Dude, let me go grab that real quick.
Dave's getting his exercise.
I know.
That's quite a distance he's got to run back there.
It's like the length of my house. This mold is one of the best Superman molds I have handled. It is, and that Red Sun I think is based off this.
Yeah,
but the actual regular Superman isn't. It's like the proportions are perfect. This articulation is exactly it. The ball joint, yeah. The shoulders, the cape in the wind.
We'll embiggen this one.
Yeah, I've got him on pre-order with the Drowned, Damien, and God, I can't remember the other one I got on pre-order with. I hate you, Nightwingham. I know, my height's in my torso. My height's in my torso, I know.
And next up, and this will drive us into our discussion for the evening, Super 7 revealed probably one of the craziest non-Kickstarter pieces. So this is going to retail for $450.
Pass.
Oof.
Yeah.
Pass.
I think it's a pass for everybody but Kevin. I talked to Kevin earlier, and Kev said he was getting 2 of these. No, not kidding. So the Thunder Tank here, all I gotta say is wow. Like I am incredibly amazed that Super 7 is making this. So again, we get a comparison here. This is the front paw compared to the original Thunder Tank. 30 says, I'm getting it. Y'all are on drugs. Hey, look, if I were into Thundercats if I wasn't trying to stay in certain lanes and I was into Thundercats, I would get this. If I wasn't trying to get engaged this year, maybe I would get this. I mean, I'm not into Thundercats that much. I love Thundercats. I'd love to have some Thundercats representation on my shelf, but 450 is definitely a line for me. But I am glad this is getting made because
like an Optimus Prime. He'll pay $450 for an Optimus Prime.
Kev says some of y'all paid $450 for MP44. Some of them did. Some people did. I paid the Amazon Japan price. They're starting getting gifts. I'm gonna need another stimulus check. 30 said, so you admit to sour? I'm not sour graping. I'm just saying that, like, look, like this is not something that is in my wheelhouse. This is something that I personally think is really cool, but I can't afford it. But I think that this is awesome for people who are collecting Thundercats. I'm glad this exists.
Oh yeah, no, it's right there with funny. It's actually about half the cost of Snake Mountain, but
Jedi Mindset says, where the hell to put it though? Like if you're collecting Thundercats and you're serious about them, you're gonna make the space.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, also again, I think many reviewers have said, and I think we have mentioned, this is the golden time to be a collector.
Yeah.
So you're getting it.
Like I've been dusting.
You're getting it.
I've been dusting my collection because I'm putting a video together. I'm hopefully going to film this weekend for TM Reviews. Sony, thank you for putting up with me because I know it's taken me a minute. But it's like part of my dusting. I've realized how much space I've made in my home for just Masterpiece Transformers. And I have a Masterpiece scale Teletron 1. So it's like, look, I have a lot of different stuff I collect: G.I. Joe, Transformers, Ninja Turtles, and I got it, and Star Wars. And I'm really only just limiting my Star Wars collection to the Mandalorian. So it's like there's a certain point where you got to like stay in your lane. And it's like if Thundercats is something you want to put in your lane, by all means. But you can't. I wish I could, but I can't collect everything. As a matter of fact, I'm actually going to be selling my home next year, and hopefully moving into something significantly larger, not to fill it up with a bunch of other stuff, but still to stay in my lane and have more space for the lines I am collecting. And
yeah, I agree.
You definitely need to have your limits. I mean, like I said, I lucked out. That's all I can say. I got the space. But even then, I mean, I sold my black collection, and somehow, these goddamn Mandalorians.
Yeah. But Dave, you had said too, you're considering getting out of Masterpiece.
Yes, actually. I have no real desire.
Yeah. And honestly, with Studio Series 86 and the Earthrise Kingdom stuff, I mean, what's the point?
I mean, Takara's Takara has priced me out of it. No, I am not sour graping because of the price, but for me personally, Takara has priced me out of it. Plus, their quality is not equal to that price. So for me, True Starscreamer, I do not see the value for me in a Masterpiece collection. I am actually actively looking for some of the vendors around here that hopefully I can make a deal with for them. I would much rather have like Joe's Nuclear Convoy. That shelf space, I would even pick up another line for it.
Yeah, like I still get joy from my Masterpiece collection, but it's so weird because the feeling I get from what Hasbro is putting out now, I think is kind of like on the same level, and it's tough for me because I've like committed myself to being a Masterpiece completionist. I love the size of them, but it bothers me that I can't really handle them.
That is the soundbite of the night, ladies and gentlemen. Likes the size, but he can't handle it.
Hey, if you want to take that one out of context,
I do. I absolutely 120% do. Because that would be everything I stood for with my humor if I didn't.
Make the funniest meme. Make the funny. I need the funniest meme. Someone make a meme or a video clip. The challenge is on the table. Throw the gauntlet down. But I don't know. It's just it's like I don't want to beat a dead horse. It's like I'm not stopping collecting masterpieces. There it is. See, I'm glad that one has some legs, even though that horse is on the ground. I'm not done collecting masterpiece, but it's at the end of the day, it's just like every time I get one, it's like, okay, great, I put it on the shelf and that's it. But with the War for Cybertron trilogy stuff, it doesn't just go up on the shelf. I pull those figures down, I mess with them. They are a constant reminder of why I like Transformers. Mm-hmm. With the G.I. Joe Classified series, I put those figures on the shelf and I take them down. They're a reminder of why I like G.I. Joe. And I think that if you're buying toys, you need to be able to treat them as toys, but they also need to be able to display well.
Yeah, well, for me, I mean, again, I do the photography. I'm not curating a display. I like Joe, you've got that arc backdrop I'm seeing back on that. I almost consider doing something like that, but I'm not, because I'll be taking stuff down, and it's
that probably won't. I mean, I'll take it with me, but I don't know if I'll use that, because I'm not taking all these billies. When I move, I plan on getting all different shelves and all different. It'll be a completely different setup.
No,
I probably won't go crazy with like backdrops and dioramas and things like that, like I did with the Dragon Ball stuff. It's just going to be, I don't know. I don't know if I'll get Detolfs again, but I know there's zero chance I can get these Detolfs 900 miles down the road without breaking them.
You'd be surprised.
I don't know.
It says, I'm going to start a physical photo album of all my figures posed on the shelf. That'd be interesting to do. I mean, like, I like documenting my stuff. Like,
oh God, that's why I got such a damn backlog, because I love to photograph it.
Well, I mean, just like kind of like knowing what you have. I know, like right after I moved into this place, I know, like right after I got everything like everything on the shelf, and I had everybody over, and T did a video and documented the stuff I had, and it's changed a lot since then. And now it's like I'm looking to sell this place, and honestly, by summertime, I'm probably going to be putting everything in boxes, like just bit by bit by bit, and actually, properly packing things up and putting it in a storage unit. Because I think our plan is to move in with Lex's parents and put our house on the market, and then
do the pack rat. That's all I can say.
Well, that's like what we're gonna do is like get a storage unit, a legitimate storage unit, climate controlled, and move everything in, and then yeah.
It was just nice for me because the pack rat was there. I loaded it up. They took it, and then it was waiting for me when I moved.
Michael Rogers, I mean, you don't photograph them for insurance. Actually, kind of, I do. I have a running spreadsheet of everything I own, and it's kind of nice to have the pictures of your collection to be like, hey, like this is something I actually had.
Yeah, I need to do that. I mean, I have pictures, but I don't have like a inventory list.
We need more action figure documentaries from toy collectors. I agree with that as well. I know we're late on this. I was hoping to have Matt and T on this one, but with Super 7 doing the Thunder Tank, like, look, we're seeing Kickstarters, we're seeing stuff with HasLab, we're seeing big projects going. The sky is the limit. And I know a lot of people would say USS Flag, but with this, hey, we're going to do anything as long as the people are willing to pay for it. Like, we even saw like the building come from NECA. Is there any large scale play set that you want to see, that you guys would like to see recreated as a large project, like even a $500 project that you'd actually be willing to dive in on? I can answer it pretty easy.
I mean, I got the Sentinel coming in. That's his.
It's a figure, but it's not a play set per se.
I mean, unless it was like some gorgeous modular New York City.
I want a
Or like a
Technodrome.
Hell's Kitchen.
I really want a Technodrome. I think that we've never got a good Technodrome. I mean, the Playmates one from back in the day was okay. You certainly had to use a lot of imagination. They reissued the hell out of it. But it's like funny, like after getting...
Well, if this tank does well, you might get that from Super 7.
I mean, they could do a toy version. I'd love to see NECA do a Technodrome playset. Like, I'd love to. I mean, obviously, you know, not room size, maybe like that big. But
I think you'd be better off with some company like Extreme Sets doing like a cardboard printout of it.
I don't really have any. There's no play set or I can't think of.
That's what I say. Like it's like again, it's turtle stuff. I don't do turtle stuff.
Well,
so
you can
like
do vehicles, because I think the next thing that comes to mind is a 1/12 scale HISS tank.
How about a Figuarts scale King Kai's planet with magnetized feet so that you can actually have them like upside down on it running around?
See, now that would be pretty awesome. And that if they were looking to sell a King Kai figure, because we haven't got one from Figuarts yet.
Yeah, come on, Figuarts. Where's King Kai? And Bubbles and Gregory. Get on. Yeah, I mean, I like diorama stuff, but I don't know, when it comes to some of those big accessory pieces or big play sets, or like a big, like the arc that would open up into, you know, I don't know. That's not must-have stuff for me.
Yeah, I mean, it's
because we're also talking like vehicles too. Chris Barnes says a big pit of judgment from the '86 movie. Well, technically, we did get that, even if it is cardboard.
Cardboard pop-out. That was fine. Like, I just need something that, I'll be honest, there's not too much. Like, there's so many things from the HasLab that I passed over, except for the Sentinel.
Nate wants them to bring back Mask.
But if they brought back Mask, it would have to be at least, if not the Mech Tech size, 3 3/4 scale at most.
Kev wants the Thundercats lair. Man, that would be pretty big.
That's probably next on the books, because that's going to be Super 7, that Snake Mountain size.
And, you know, talking about that, like the cardboard stuff, I do think that that's something that like every action figure from every company ever sold, they should print something on the inside of the daggone box so that you could flip it inside out and make it into something to display your figure with.
Sportimus, I think, nailed it. If NECA does a turtle party wagon, I will break every rule I have for that.
Cool. See, the things, everything, and the problem is, unfortunately, everything you're naming is like turtles is like one of the few things I don't hardcore collect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thundercat,
I actually have
collect the Snake Mountain He-Man. There's no He-Man here, so
I've got a party wagon from one of the old toys.
No effort randomness has a good suggestion. McFarlane doing a Bat Cave. Like, I could see, because like McFarlane's pretty value conscious. If they were to do at least like the Bat computer, would you guys go in on that?
And it could be each different figure that comes out could be part of the set. So you piece it, and make it.
Maybe Hall of Armor.
like Hall of Armor for Iron Man, or
Iron Man, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe?
Yeah, it's funny is like Fig Arts kind of tried to do that, but they made the hull pieces, like I think they made those way more expensive than they needed to be.
Well, hold on, let me go run.
That wasn't a run.
Okay, well, anyway, thought I had him around here. Buddy of mine, John Walker Productions. Oh, there they are. You might be able to find them on Shapeaways. He actually 3D printed Hall of Armor stuff. Yeah. He actually 3D printed these.
Yeah, those look pretty similar to what Fig Arts even did.
Yeah, except he also put lights on here so you could put LEDs on the top.
Hmm.
I don't know if he still makes these, but I was lucky enough to get a pair. I'm debating if I want to paint these or not, but I think they look good just they are as is. But so it's like anything I almost want can be crafted. That's the thing.
Yeah, I guess as 3D printers come down in price and people get more comfortable using them, like we'll just be able to make whatever we want.
I know our Partsformer, he's left us for the evening, but he is debating buying a 3D printer. So we could have fat prints by the end of 21.
What I'm waiting for with the 3D printing stuff is I want it to be able to print out a finished, multicolored 3D object that I don't have to then follow up and do all the painting.
Well, so it's not the painting that bothers me. It's the issue with the texture.
Yeah.
Yes, the texture too. Like you can tell it's
they've
3D printed.
I mean, they've got different ones, like that one that's like the fluid that draws itself up.
Yeah.
That's a lot different than the one that's, dot. But
I think 3D printing probably in 5 to 10 years is going to be way more sophisticated than it is now. That's like probably like the no shit statement of the night. But Sportnum says Partsformer forming parts.
Ooh.
Hmm.
Yeah.
All right.
We ready to wrap it up?
Yeah.
Oh wait, where's the T-Man thing for wrapping it up?
Wrapped up.
Wrap it up, Z. Wrap it up.
Oh, there it is. Well, I think that'll do it for tonight's episode. It's been Buddha just popped in. Resin printers. I didn't even factor those in. But it has been great hanging with you all. So if you want to get some where you at, check the show notes because Partsformer has put all of our where you ats in there. So if you want to find us outside of the show, you know where to go. It's been great hanging with y'all. It's been great chatting with everybody who popped into the chat this evening. Joe, as far as our winner, I believe they got in touch with us through Instagram. So congratulations to Jonathan Walker for winning tonight's giveaway. Next week, we will have the giveaway for the figure action hoodie. And then we also will be doing Nate's 4 giveaways. So we'll have stuff going out all through February. Again, thanks to everybody that hung out with us tonight. It's been great having y'all. It's been great being here with y'all. We will see you all again next week. Same figure action channel, same figure action time, 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Good night, everybody.